Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of our Faith and Food Fuel series. Today, we're going to just simply be making an amazing protein, fiber filled snack with Greek yogurt, chia seeds, some mangoes, and pineapples, and any additional syrups or anything that may be zero sugar to add on the fun for you. But first off, let's talk about our faith. When we think about our life and how we want to live our life, we have to consider our foundation of faith. Faith is pivotal in helping to guide us into living principles that we may be having challenges with. And for some, nutrition may be that area. And as you or myself may be on a journey towards healing our bodies, our soul, and our emotions, our faith becomes pivotal. And when we think about faith, the Bible says that faith comes by hearing. And in this season, I want us to be good hearers and doers of the word when we consider this temple that we have been given, being able to nourish it, being able to also guard our heart, but also to be able to carefully behave in a transformed state. So, this faith and food fuel series is targeted just to do that, to help empower you in your faith, help you to heal your mind, but also to help you to fuel your body with the nutrients that it will need, focusing from our food fuel workbook. So let's go ahead and get into these ingredients. So, of course, with our food fuel 7-day meal plan guide, it reflects on the principles of First Corinthians that tells us, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. That is the premise of the 7-day food fuel for this challenge. Throughout this journey, we highlight the different macronutrients and how they fuel your body, but we also want to teach you how to use this guide to be a roadmap for intentional nourishment and sustainability over time that will allow you to see how you're doing, how you're feeling when you're nourishing your body properly. So let's go ahead and get into our first recipe, which will simply be a snack, which will be a Greek yogurt parfait bowl, or as I like to call it, a Greek yogurt frozen yogurt bowl that includes plain Greek yogurt, some chia seeds, which is good for fiber, protein, and ultimately energy. It also includes blueberries, but in today's case, we're going to be using mangoes, strawberries, and pineapple, and a dash of whatever you like. All right, guys, so I have all of my ingredients that we'll be using to make the mango peach chia seed pudding, which could be frozen, which will be amazing, but you can also eat it as is once you have blended everything. But first thing first, the main thing to do is to grab your black organic chia seeds, and you want to uh, saturate them with water so they become a gelatinous texture that will blend well into your mixture, but also digest well in your body. You do not want any hard chia seeds going down in your belly. So in order to quicken the process, I'm going to be, of course, pouring about 3 tablespoons to make a larger batch, and using hot water to speed up the process. So for me, using a scale is very important on a fat loss journey because, of course, portions matter. And so I'm heavy on understanding serving sizes and macros. And so before I do anything, I read the label and the label will tell me what a serving size is, how many carbs, how many proteins, how many total grams of fat there are, and different other important nutrients. But for myself, I'm always looking at the total carb with fiber, protein, and the amount of total fat, and is that a healthy fat? And so of course I am going to be doing 30 grams to make this solution. So let's go ahead and try to pour this. If I don't have a tripod, I'm using my hand. This might not be so easy, so let's hope I don't make a mess using one hand. So my scale is acting funky. Yeah, we might have to remeasure that. Okay, it might be about 6, so we're gonna just keep going. All right, so while that is gelatinizing, I'm going to go ahead and cut my cleaned peaches, and then I also have some frozen tropical fruit that I'll be putting into the blender with the plain Greek yogurt. So let's go ahead and see if I can cut with one hand. If not, you guys will see what it looks like on the other side. So as you can see, the seeds have expanded with hot water. So again, this is going to continue to gelatinize after I've chopped up my berries, and we're going to just go ahead and put these inside the blender as is. Added a little bit of fruit, and because I want to make at least 2 servings of this, I'm going to simply measure out 2 servings of this, which will be 170 times 2. And so as you guys can see, for 1 serving, for 100 calories, you get 19 grams of protein, 7 grams of carbs. And so let's go ahead and measure this out. All right, so we're back at 0 again. And so, like I said, I'm gonna measure out 170 2 times. And again, because I'm using my hand as a tripod, I might have to let you guys see this on the other side. All right, so we're at 338, technically 340. And we're gonna go ahead and blend this up. And depending on your sweetness preference, you could use any type of sweetener. But if you're on a healthier side, you can use monk fruit sweetener, honey, or sometimes blue agave. So I'm gonna mix a little of both just to add to it. But when I did a taste test, the strawberries were already doing this thing, so I wasn't gonna add a lot of anything because the strawberries naturally were flavoring it. And once I add a little bit of monk fruit, we'll blend it again and see where our chia seeds are at. So that's enough for me over 2 servings, because I like to keep plain Greek yogurt as simple and clean as I can. And with that being said, this is in a gelatinous state. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into my mixing bowl or my storage container, because I don't want to break down the seeds in the blender. So we're just gonna pour this and then we'll fold them in. Still a little bit in there, but we're gonna think what will we get. If you wanted to make this into like a strawberry mango ice cream, you could simply just put this in the freezer or whatever. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and add my chia seeds because I like my fiber, and she don't want to come out. Well, chia doesn't want to come out of the bowl. And not trying to make anybody squimmer, but I actually eat the chia seeds as a pudding by itself sometimes. So, but we're gonna mix this in. So now you have your chia seed pudding. Again, you can put it in a refrigerator, freeze it, add your own toppings or whatever. But for now, this is where we're at after mixing everything. And I am going to put it in the freezer for a little bit. All right, so this has been in the freezer for a little bit, but I don't want to take it too solid. So I'm going to just go ahead and pour me a bowl. As you can see, it has thickened a little bit for consumption. Serving. There we go. And then I would just top this off with a little bit of Skinny Mixes salted caramel. And enjoy it as a strawberry, mango, ice cream, or whatever you want to call it. You can cut up more fruit whole to put on here. You can put bananas, whatever you want to do. But this is for me, my snack when I want something sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my pudding or my ice cream and get ready for my day. It's so good. It really is good. It's strawberry strong. It's so good. But all right, guys, have a great day and tune in for the next episode of Faith and Fuel Talks. God bless you all.